Go.
Hi everybody, you made it to module 3. Good luck on your midterms, you guys will do great. I sent you already an update on the things to study and what it's going to be on, and you're going to do really well. In this module, we're kind of making the shift from the impacts that we saw and the mass tourism that we covered to alternative forms of tourism. So if you looked at Jakarta's platforms, right, there was this platform where we shifted, where all of a sudden we're trying to adapt. And so all these new alternative forms of tourism came out, including sustainable tourism, ecotourism, community-based tourism, volunteer tourism, right? And so in this module, I'm covering some of those. They're pretty exciting. One of the ones I want to talk to you guys about is community-based tourism. So community-based tourism, think about it, it's really meant to be the opposite of mass tourism. Mass tourism is really controlled from the top down, right? Where the big companies are mandating what they're doing, they're flying in their managers, they're not really hiring local people as much, and most of the profits, as you guys learned, go back to that big corporation. So community-based tourism is from the grounds up. It's meant to have the control by the community, and the community really plans and develops tourism, of course with the help from outside companies that will first train the community, and actually usually that's NGOs, and work with them to train them up so they have the systems in place they can do it. So community-based tourism is basically where tourists and visitors can come and stay in a community for 2 or 3 days or longer and live and learn with community citizens and engaging in what's there. Now, it has its challenges. A lot of community projects actually fail. About 80% of community-based projects fail. Why is that? Well, think about it. So a lot of times it's money. To actually make community-based tourism matter, you really have to raise a lot of money, which means you have to bring in a lot of groups, and that's just not sustainable. So really, community-based tourism cannot be your only financial solution as a company. It has to be something that adds to other income streams, such as farming, such as other things that you've already been doing. So there's that. Governance is another factor why community-based tourism sometimes fails. So think about it, the whole community has to come together and agree on something. And there have to be trained and qualified people that can actually then lead the community. So those are two issues that sometimes we have division in the community, or we don't have community members that can actually lead. So when that NGO then pulls out and takes the community falls a lot of times, so that happens as well. And the third one is linkages, right? It's marketing, it's getting out there. If you're a small community somewhere in Africa and, well, you guys want to go, how would you know that this community exists, right? So unless that community has linkages, is somehow linked to the tourism distribution system, you might not know about it. So those are all the challenges that community-based tourism has. Another exciting one you guys can read is backpacker tourism, right? So usually that's younger people that are going with backpacks for longer periods of time. It's not so much tourism facilities, they're going and traveling, and it's budget travel, but they're traveling for longer times, right? Ecotourism, we have a big lecture, right? Ecotourism is basically sustainable tourism with nature as the main attraction, and ecotourists go to really see nature-based things, just like this wonderful bamboo here, right? And when they go, there's hard and soft ecotourists, basically like your allocentrics and your psychocentrics, right? And so the hard ecotourists, they really want to be in nature. They don't care about facilities, they are hardcore, they're strenuous, right? And then you have the soft ecotourist that maybe wants to do a mass tourism vacation, but they're going to add in some ecotourism type of activities. So I hope you enjoyed this lecture. I'll see you guys in the next module. Ciao.